What's going on, everyone? Hope you're having a great day. I wanted to give you an update as to the training I've been doing and the type of programming. I wouldn't even call it programming, in fact, but actually a buddy of mine, he has a YouTube channel here, and I'm sure you're familiar with him if you're in the fitness community. His name is Omar, and he would call what I'm doing YOLO programming, which is pretty accurate, actually. So I'm not right now doing a linear style of programming where you see that progression over time and it's like very fixed and you have set days that you got to hit set numbers and whatnot. Not to say that that's bad in any way. I've done it before and it works quite well and you do see that progression. Well, right now what I'm doing is a little bit more tailored to my needs. So I actually work out in a way that is based on how I feel for the day. And my only requirement is that I get in 4 days of the week for a 4-day split with an optional 5th day. So now that optional 5th day is usually accessory work and stuff that's really light just to assist in the other days. But for those 4 main days, how they're working is that I have a heavy squat day right now where I basically work up to a heavy single, double, triple, or I'll strip off a belt and match a previous PR but do a beltless. So that's an example of how the progression isn't so linear because like I'm hitting the same numbers but I'm doing it without a belt. So the progression is still there, it's just not the same that you'd see on a typical program. So that's an example of my heavy squat day. And then immediately following that I'll have a light squat day. So basically I'll go in and do squats that are focused, again they're very light, they're sort of high volume. Low weight, and they're focused on like tightness, form, cues, things like that. And then I may do some other accessory movements such as like stiff leg deadlifts that are light, or I'll do I like barbell hip thrusts, or any sort of things that are going to help my squat or deadlift. So it's really like focused on that, a lot of accessory work for that day. The reason I'm squatting back to back like that, and I'm even sometimes squatting a 3rd day in the week, is because I'm trying to train my body to recover and heal quickly and basically make its natural state one of an individual who can squat every day, one of an individual who is having that progression with their strength. And in order to do this, what I'm actually doing is first I have to make sure I get enough rest, which is really important. So, rest and recovery, it's right out there, top of the list. Second, I'm actually making sure my diet is really on point. And I don't mean like diet, like healthy eating. I mean, I'd say about 60 to 70% of what I eat is like whole foods, grain-fed, hormone-free, organic, good proteins and carbs and whatnot. But then I still have to fill in like an additional 30 to 40%, which I'll use like protein powders or, just random, let's call them miscellaneous calories. And that basically just fills in that extra little bit so that I can keep myself in a calorie surplus and maintain that recovery in order to keep squatting and keep, doing everything I'm doing. So I am seeing progress. Again, it's just not as, it's not the same style which you would see with typical programming. So the 2nd day is squatting, and with dieting and whatnot, check out the video I posted before of my fridge and the farmer food delivery that I signed up for, because that's really enabling me to rest and recover and do everything that I've been doing. So have a look at that video, I'll annotate it and put the link in the description below. So on my 3rd day, I'm doing a push-pull. Now the push-pull is like a back, chest sort of focused day. I'll do like bench, dumbbell press, I'll do bent over rows, I'll do pendulum rows, I'll do face pulls. So everything to support my anterior and posterior chain even more so, and also to increase my main lift. So the main lift there being the bench press. So floor pressing and things like that really help. So that's my 3rd day, and I'm not necessarily going for really crazy PRs on that day. Right now I haven't actually tested my bench in a while, so all I'm really doing is like 5 rep, I wouldn't even call them PRs, but like 5 reps, 3 rep sets. Like, I'm not going up to a heavy single in any way. It's not really the focus of what I'm doing right now. My bench, previously it was actually pretty good. It kind of fell off a little bit, but it'll come back. I'm not too concerned about it. So that's on the 3rd day. And now on the 4th day is where I do heavy deadlifts. And as the accessory work to my heavy deadlifts, I'll do like front squats maybe, or I'll do block pulls or rack pulls, whatever. I'll use rubber bands and whatnot. If I'm going into the gym and it's not like snowing like crazy and I'll actually drive in, I'll use chains. I would get chains in the home gym, but they're pricey. Like, you have to pay per weight, and some of them cost like more than plates do. So it's kind of pointless, especially when I go to the gym. The gym I go to is Fortis Fitness. It's an amazing gym. They have like everything. So if I'm going to go and do work with chains and things, I'd rather just go in there and not have to deal with paying for that stuff. So that is my 4th day. Now the optional 5th, again, it's just basic stuff. It's nothing crazy. So what I'm actually doing too when it comes to my deadlift, I'm not trying for a PR, like doing heavy deadlifts and trying for a PR every day that I do the deadlifts in the week. It's like bi-weekly that I try for the PR. So I'll do heavy deadlifts one week, and then the preceding week I'll go for a PR on the deadlifts. And the reason being is I feel that you can't constantly get PRs on your deadlifts. It's such a strenuous movement on your central nervous system that you need that time to recover. That's why I do it bi-weekly. So every 2 weeks I'll go for a PR on the deadlift. On the squat though, for instance, I may go for a PR of some sort every single week on my heavy squat day, and it's been working out quite nicely. It doesn't really tear up the muscle tissue as much as the deadlift does, and I don't really need as much time to recover. So usually deadlifting is on my last day, then I have like 3 days afterwards where I can squeeze in that optional fifth, or I just take it easy and just eat tons and tons of food and get lots of sleep. So that's pretty much all I've been doing. It's pretty straightforward, and it kind of makes sense to me right now, and I've been seeing lots of progress with it. So the progress I'm seeing is I was like taking off the belt and matching PRs, getting rep PRs, or even just getting new heavy singles. It's all working out quite nicely. So I probably will get back onto like a fixed set programming, but that's sort of when I hit a wall with what I'm doing right now. And I don't actually foresee a point where I'm going to hit that wall. I think this will continue and it will carry over, and I'm going to see good results over the next few months. So I'm going to keep doing this, and I'll keep you posted on exactly how everything's going. Obviously, I'm going to keep uploading training sessions and whatnot. Let me know what you're doing. Comment down below. Are you doing any sort of programming, fixed, or are you kind of YOLOing it like me? Let me know where you're at and how you're progressing, because it's always interesting to see where people are at. So that's all I wanted to talk about today. Keep you updated on what's going on. Thanks for watching, and see you again next time.